Ellen DeGeneres had Caitlyn Jenner on her show. At one point, they spoke about gay marriage, and it got a little weird.
I know you're very conservative,
Yeah.
and you have been very conservative. You've said you're Republican, and
Is that a bad thing?
no, it's not. Look, the only thing is, you know, a lot of Republicans, I don't want to speak for everyone, would vote against all the issues, you know, that you as a woman and you as a trans person would want someone to support.
I agree with that in some cases.
And
I think
same-sex
they need
marriage?
to see gay marriage. I have to admit that I remember 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it was, when this whole gay marriage issue came up. At first, I was not for it. I mean, I thought, I'm a traditionalist. I'm older than most people in the audience, you know. I mean, I kind of like tradition, and, you know, it's always been a man and a woman. And I'm thinking, I don't quite get it. But as time has gone on, I think, like a lot of people on this issue, have really changed your thinking here to, I don't ever want to stand in front of anybody's happiness. You know, that's not my job. Okay? If that word marriage is really, really that important to you, I can go with it, you know? And
it's funny because you're still kind of a little not on board with it.
No, I'm on board. I mean, it is going to be pretty much the law of the land.
Right.
So I still feel like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to stand in front of somebody's happiness.
Right. And I just think that it's obviously marriage is an important word because marriage is marriage and equality is equality. So if we want the same word that everyone else has, it wouldn't be civil union. It would be.
Right.
So equality is important for all of us.
Ellen was being nicer than I probably would have been. That really got under my skin, because it's almost like she's being dragged into just barely tolerating the gays. Trans people, wait, us trans people, well, we need all the rights. You can't question it. We have to stand up and argue for it loudly and effectively. But the gay people, I'm a traditionalist. You're a traditionalist, really? See, what's so stunning to me is that Caitlyn Jenner basically used the same arguments that could be used against her and the trans community. Traditionalist means not only one man, one woman marriage, it also means men who are biologically men need to stay men, women who are biologically female need to stay female. Now, of course, I'm of the belief that that's bullshit. Because there are some people who are born biologically male, and their brain is basically female. They're born biologically female, and their brain is basically male. So they should be able to do whatever to manifest their reality into existence. But she's the one being a hypocrite when she says something like that. Because it's, hey, I'm a traditionalist, but when it comes to me violating tradition, of course I'm allowed to violate tradition, but when the gays do it, I'll kind of, sort of, maybe not really tolerate it. She did the same thing recently when it came to the social safety net. She got into a conversation with other trans friends of hers, and they were like, look, we need to be more tolerant, more open-minded, and be on the side of other liberal causes, so that we're not hypocrites, where we only care about our own struggle and not the struggle of others. Poverty was something that came up, and people said, well, you need a social safety net to give people the bare minimum so that then they can try to work and get more material wealth and be okay. And Caitlyn Jenner was like, I think it fosters laziness. The people feel entitled and they don't want to work and, get rid of that stuff. Except, as I described in the segment at the time, Caitlyn, that it's not the case that, people who are taking government benefits or using the social safety net, they're just lazy. If you work a full-time job in America, full-time, you don't make enough money to survive if you're making minimum wage. So you could work full-time, not make enough money to survive. That person's not lazy, but they're just not being compensated enough to be okay, and sometimes they need to go to the social safety net to get food stamps or get some money to feed their kids and keep the lights on. But she wants to pass judgment on people who have different problems that are not the one that she's dealing with. I really can't stand that because it's classic right-wing hypocrisy. How many times have we seen this? Chris Christie, who would give speeches about how the states don't need the stinking federal government and we're good on our own and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. The second that Hurricane Sandy hit, Chris Christie begged for 100% reimbursement from the federal government to fix all the damages. Now, the federal law is only 80%. What happened to bootstraps, buddy? You were, oh yeah, we're individuals. We don't need the stinking feds. Oh, there's a problem? Federal government, help us. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. And the list goes on and on. I mean, just to go back to the issue of gay marriage, Dick Cheney is one example, and there are 2 or 3 other Republican politicians who were campaigned against gay rights, and they made an issue of it and pretended we're traditionalists too. And then what happened? When they learned that somebody in their family, in Cheney's case his daughter, in somebody else's case their son, was gay, that's all out the window. Oh, did I say I was against gay marriage? I meant I'm for it because now it affects me personally. When it didn't affect me personally, fuck off. I don't care about your struggle. But now it does affect me personally. Okay, now I care about it. So Caitlyn Jenner, who's trans, is like, trans rights, that's what really matters here. That's what's really important. And Ellen goes on to mention about, you say you're not sure if you want to date yet, and you're thinking about it, and, you're not sure if you want to date women anymore or men. And Caitlyn responds, yeah, this is a big issue in the trans community. You were just poo-pooing gay marriage and saying, yeah, I guess now I kind of believe in it, but before I didn't. But then when it comes to just who you're going to date, this is a big issue. We all need to talk about this. Me. It's all about me. Anybody else's problems. Shut up. You're poor. Shut up. Don't want to hear it. You're gay. Shut up. Don't want to hear it. Maybe, kind of, sort of, not really. I'll kind of give you a little bit of help. But, I mean, look, when it all comes down to it, we all just need to bow down to me and my ideology. And this is what pisses me off about Caitlyn Jenner. It's, I'm only going to be liberal and open-minded when it's convenient for me. No, well, then you're going to alienate everybody who's on your side. And you're going to make them say, you know what, fuck you. You're not a good representative of these causes because you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're doing it simply for selfishness, and that's wrong. So stop being a liberal only when it's convenient. Let's be open-minded and reasonable on all different issues, and don't make it seem like, Ellen's got to pull teeth to get you to say that she should have her rights when Ellen's somebody who would unquestionably stand up for your rights from day one.